Tonight, roughly 68% of women over 60 say the same thing when they look in the mirror after a shower. The skin along the inner thigh has changed. It moves in a way it didn't 10 years ago. It feels softer, it feels heavier, and it has not responded to a single one of the things they've tried. Squats, lunges, the little squeezable ball between the knees, walking 45 minutes a day, cutting bread, cutting carbs, cutting calories. None of it has touched this one specific stretch of tissue between the knee and the groin. If you are nodding right now, stay with me, because the reason that area hasn't moved is not the reason you have been told. It is not a fat problem. It is not a willpower problem, and it is not your age. It is something quieter. And once you see it, the soft tissue along your inner thigh becomes one of the easier areas of the body to change. Not one of the hardest 10 minutes a day, done in a very specific order for long enough to let the layers underneath actually respond. I want to describe something many of you will recognize. A common scenario is this. A woman in her late 60s has been doing inner thigh exercises off and on for 3 years. She has watched videos. She bought the resistance band when it was on sale. The outer thigh is firmer than it was. The calves look tighter, but the soft tissue along the inner thigh, the part she actually wanted to change, has not moved a single inch. She steps out of the shower. She catches her own reflection. She pinches the skin between her thumb and forefinger, and the tissue feels almost spongy. It lifts away from the muscle underneath in a way it didn't 20 years ago. She drops it. She makes a small private decision to stop trying. That moment, that quiet giving up, is happening in millions of bathrooms every morning. And it is happening because the women who are trying are being given the wrong target. Here is the false belief. Inner thigh softness after 60 is fat that needs to be burned off with inner thigh specific exercises. Here is what is actually happening. Inner thigh softness after 60 is almost never a fat problem on its own. It is a drainage problem combined with a muscle silence problem combined with a posture problem. The fat you see, and there is some, is the surface. The cause is 3 layers underneath it. We are going to walk through all 3 slowly, and by the end of this, you will have a 10-minute routine that addresses each of the 3 layers in the correct order. The order is the part almost no one explains, and it is the part that makes the difference between 3 years of effort with no change and 3 weeks of effort with a visible result. If this is the kind of explanation that has been missing from your appointments, the actual mechanism, not just eat less, move more, subscribe, this channel is built around mechanisms like this one. And the next video connects to this one directly. One thing first, because it matters. If the soft tissue along your inner thigh is swollen on one leg and not the other, or if it is firm and painful when you press it, or if it is warm to the touch in a way the rest of your leg is not, this video is not for you tonight. That asymmetric pattern needs a clinician this week, not a workout. It can point to a vein issue, a lymphatic obstruction, or in rare cases, something more serious. The flag is always one leg different from the other. The pattern this video addresses is symmetric softness. Both inner thighs feel similar. Asymmetric swelling is not. If you are unsure, see your doctor first. This video does not replace evaluation. Now, the first layer, your inner thigh sits in one of the slowest moving lymphatic regions in the entire body. Lymph is the clear fluid that drains waste, excess water, and a small amount of fat out of your tissues. Unlike your blood, lymph has no pump. There is no heart for the lymphatic system. It moves only when you move. Specifically, it moves when your muscles contract against your skin and squeeze the fluid forward one tiny valve at a time, the way a hand milks a hose. Now picture this. Your inner thigh, when you are sitting with your knees together or crossed, is a quiet eddy in a river. The current of the body keeps moving. Blood flows, breath moves, the heart beats. But the inner thigh is the still pocket along the bank where the water slows down and the leaves and twigs collect. That collection is not fat. It is interstitial fluid, mineral residue, water, and the byproducts of normal metabolism that the body simply never gets a chance to flush forward. A 2017